the stage, R.A. Bartlett! Hi guys, I'm R.A. and I just have the regular ugly person kind of autism. The thing about being a comedian with Asperger's is I'm one of the few comedians whose parents are proud of him. The doctors kept their expectations in check pretty early on. That I can make my own spaghetti is fantastic. Some of you are probably thinking, like, come on, how can you have Asperger's syndrome and be up here on stage talking to us? And that's something you muggles don't seem to get is, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking at you, and that makes all the difference. It's amazing the things you can do outside your comfort zone when you don't have a comfort zone. It is hard, though, to have Asperger's and be woke. Because people say, aren't you interested in social justice? And I'm not interested in anything that starts with the word social. Kind of lost me at the lead there. Like, it's hard for me to spot sexual harassment, because to me, inappropriate touching is whenever somebody touches anybody else for any reason whatsoever. Like, the only time I think you're supposed to touch anybody is if they're about to fall into the train tracks. You're like, oh, here you go. And that's the only time you're supposed to touch anybody. I'm a little cynical about social justice movements because people always say, you know what? Kids are taught to hate. Kids are naturally open-minded. And I beg to differ. Because back in school, kids didn't know what I was yet, but they knew they didn't like it. It's very hard when you're getting stuffed in the locker to be all, well, at least this isn't systematic. At least this isn't troubling in a larger historical context. This is kind of how natural bigotry is. Like, think about the most oppressed minority in history. Witches. Because they weren't real, but we still managed to oppress them. Everyone in Salem, Massachusetts, which you might as well call Auschwitz, everyone was like, man, I really want to do some racism today, but we all look like each other. So we're going to have to improvise. Politically, the thing that autistic people are most involved with is the anti-vaxxer movement. You guys familiar with that? People who are anti-vaccine. They're afraid that vaccines will give their kids autism. And I don't know how to take that, where apparently it's better that your kid die of an obsolete 19th century disease than end up like me. He could have the measles, or he could know every member of the Avengers in chronological order. It's a toss-up. You have Jenny McCarthy against vaccines. Of all people, Jenny McCarthy. Like, that your kid is autistic is still an improvement. Her husband, Donnie Wahlberg, the Wahlberg that doesn't get to be called the smart Wahlberg, is against it. But it's very, like, I have a movie about it. It's very interesting, like, watching Hollywood portray autism. Like, there are actors who have played autistic people in movies and have gotten awards for it. Like, Christian Bale's done it, Dustin Hoffman's done it. Like, they've played autistic people in movies and have gotten awards. And I'm like, how come no one's ever given me an award for pretending to be a normal person for 2 hours? Where's my Oscar for that time I bought jeans? saying, hey buddy, I know how you feel. I have asthma. And I didn't know how to tell him that I actually also have asthma. It's just kind of buried the ensemble. Like my asthma doesn't bother me because it knows I'm busy.